to realize there's people's conditions are not always the same as they see it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Julie.
Tony knows who this man is. Somebody close to me is a pastor. 3 years ago, and I was going to share my testimony, came to me and said, Chewy, I love you. And I'm going to tell you the truth in love. You need to get help because your weight condition is getting to the point where you can't even walk anymore. But at the time, I didn't understand this till I looked up Galatians chapter 6, verse 1 to 5. Bear one another's burdens. Bear, if any man be overtaken in fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest he also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For any man think himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceive himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then should he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man should bear his own burden. And to back it up, Matthew chapter 18, just read verses 15 to 16, you know. And what I'm trying to say is, and I boast in the Lord, guys. I was over 400 pounds. But because this brother spoke into my life, God put doctors, he put people, because I really believe that I wouldn't be here another 5 years. He knows my condition, But sometimes we take it the wrong way when people correct us. I kind of took it the wrong way when he corrected me. But then the Lord started revealing the condition of my heart. And I had to examine myself because one of mine was lavishness. And lavish doesn't have, it could, some people are into, every drugs, whatever. Mine was food. So the Lord had to chastise me. And one of them, I started feeling everything breaking down. So I had to come to the conclusion and examine my heart and ask God to forgive me. And I didn't blame nobody for my weight problem, but I asked the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit revealed the contents of motive. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to share each other's burdens and pray. And you can read Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Wherever if thy brother should transgress against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he should hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two or more, than in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word might be established. And you can keep reading. So there's a way, to come to a brother. There's a way to warn brothers. But everything has to be, according to, the word of the Lord, So
Amen.
You may someday fall. Or I might fall. I might, that was my fault. Food. That's why now we have to discern. We need to ask the Holy Spirit to give us the fruit of the Spirit. And what are the fruit of the Spirit? Do your homework tonight. Discern.
A moment of weakness doesn't make you unclean, right?
It makes you, yes, it can make you unclean, but it won't get you unsaved.
Right.
Yeah.
So a moment of weakness, we're not promised the perfect Christian walk. We're promised
No, of
to
course
testing
not.
and testing
But
and
you have
refine
to-
all the
But we
time.
all learn from our failures.
Right.
It's like if you're trying to push 300 pounds and you try to push it and you don't make it, you need next time you try to push 300, get someone to help you out. You know what I mean? You be strengthened. But you can't go there no more.
Start light and start going.